don't have enough data to say I'm comparing this chart and that chart. Like for instance, why do I say Litecoin is so bullish? Why am I so gung-ho on if you're not invested in Litecoin, you don't like money? And everybody laughs and say Litecoin's a shit coin, everything else goes to the moon and Litecoin doesn't move and blah blah blah, like because they haven't read the chart. Okay, when you look at the chart, let's look at, there's a reason Litecoin's one of the first to move. It's extremely bullish. I tweeted about this maybe a month ago or a few weeks ago, I don't know, but go on the high time frames, okay, in the monthly time frame. First, you know, everything's bullish right now, but Litecoin is particularly bullish, and one of my largest leveraged positions is on Litecoin because I think it's gonna go crazy. Ever since it came out, it's literally been in a leading diagonal. Guys, do you know what a leading diagonal is? Instead of doing this 53535, sorry, that's not a good example. Okay, instead of doing this, which is what you typically see for an Elliott wave impulse, right? You're going up impulsively 53535 or down impulsively 53535, something like that, right? That's a typical impulse. Litecoin has been doing this. What do you think happens with wave 5? Right? And sorry, this is not a good example. It's more like this. Yeah. So wave 5 in these 53535, it's still a 53535, but it's a concerted wave 3. Wave 3 is the same length as wave 1, which is the minimum length of wave 1. As a result, you're accumulating all these buyers and all these sellers and all these buyers. You're accumulating all these orders, and wave 5 goes crazy. And if you look at Litecoin's whole entire life, you can see that it did exactly that. It came up for wave 1, went down for wave 2, just like we expected it to. You know, a sharp correction, taking about the same amount of time that you took for wave 1 to go up. Retracement of the 618, right, with wave 2. Wave 3, you expected it to go higher. People shit on Litecoin because of this move. They don't understand this move. In the time it took Bitcoin to go wave 3, it went considerably higher. But Litecoin just went to a few $100s. So imagine Bitcoin still being at a few $100s. That's what Litecoin is right now. People don't understand what I'm trying to say. Litecoin and Bitcoin came out near the same time, okay? Around 2012, 2010, 2012, right? And while Bitcoin's in the 5 figures right now, Litecoin's still in 3 figures. Guys, look at the chart. There's a reason. It's not because Litecoin sucks, right? Just looking at the chart, it's a good investment because fundamentally it's been around for quite a while and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Okay, so fundamentally you're sound. You make a buy order, you get in a position. You shouldn't be afraid of Litecoin rugging and disappearing or going down or the chain kind of forking or anything like that. It's a sound investment. So now you just have to focus on the chart. The chart says buy, 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 because for all of this time right here, for 3,300 days, you've been going up and down and chopping. You pretty much haven't been doing anything but accumulating. This is why people don't understand. You think all of these institutions are stupid? All right, I'm going to say something. It's not the fact that an institute, just because it's an institution, just because it's a venture capitalist, doesn't mean they know what they're doing. Okay, let's all agree to that. Like in this past bear market, we saw so many big players with a lot of money mess up, right? They leverage trade. They don't even know how to do risk management. They put all their eggs in one basket. Like, they're just a mess, right? People getting liquidated left and right, like they just started trading. Yet and still, like, they're trading for other people. Okay, they just have bad risk management. Like, even myself, I have a bunch of leverage trades, but I have a bunch of spot trades too. Like, what am I, crazy? Like, I'm gonna put all my net worth in leverage trades, so if the market goes against me, I'm gonna lose my shirt? No, I'm still gonna be playing the game because I got spot trades, which are not multiplied, right? However much I put in, if I put in $1, it's just $1, and I'm gonna let the price go up. But I also have some plays where I put in $1 and I multiplied it by 10 or multiplied it by 3 or multiplied it by 5, okay? But that's risky because if it goes against me enough, then I lose my whole position, okay? You guys understand that. There's a reason, PayPal, there's a reason the smart money, when they were accumulating crypto, they were accumulating Bitcoin, Litecoin, and that's it. Bitcoin, Litecoin, and that's it. Sometimes there's some other ones here and there, but by and large, it's Bitcoin, Litecoin. One, because Litecoin's been around the block. They just did the same analysis I did. You want to get something that is tried and true. It's not a fly-by-night operation, okay? Obviously, a lot of them got Ethereum as well, but Ethereum is relatively new, okay? What is it? Only 2015, 2018, something like that, right? Litecoin's been around for a decade. Okay, so you have something that you know has been around. It hasn't broken yet, so it's probably not going to break anytime soon. And if you just look at the chart, okay, you pay somebody on Wall Street to look at the chart. They're like, oh, that's opportunity. Because remember, what do we say about these areas? They're areas of accumulation. What happens after you accumulate? You blow. This is the cause. This is the effect. Okay? Don't, like, when I say Litecoin is going to be bullish, it's not because I like Lite. I don't give a damn about Litecoin. I'm trying to make money. I've run a business. I put a bunch of money in right here because I'm reading that this is going to explode as a result of all this pent up energy, this potential energy, this capital that's been invested by PayPal, by all these other corporations during this time, during these 10 years. Why was it capped? I don't know. Fundamentally, why did it go into a leading diagonal? I don't know, and I don't care. All I know is that it's a safe bet because fundamentally it's sound, and the chart looks really good, and it's going to continue up like everything else. And this is an opportunity. I wasn't around. Well, I was around. Actually, Litecoin was one of the first things I bought, but I didn't know anything about anything in 2017. I didn't know anything about anything. I didn't know how to read a chart. I didn't know how to do analysis, fundamental analysis, or anything like that. So I wouldn't know to buy or to sell or when to buy or sell. I didn't know anything. But now that I know and I look at the chart, my eyes grow wide open. So to answer your question in long form, ELLIOTT, this is what I call good. And there may be some other assets that go much further than Litecoin because they have a lower market cap. But guess what? It's not, you don't know that. Just because it's 1,000 market cap, right? On the coin market cap, doesn't mean it's going to go 1,000x. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But this, given the chart history that I'm reading, is going to go, and I'll tell you mathematically, the minimum Litecoin will hit. How do I know that? You take wave, and obviously, I don't think we're going to finish wave 5 just in one cycle, okay? Because wave 5 is also going to be comprised of, remember, it's going to be 5 waves for wave 5. So wave 5 is also going to be 5 waves up, okay? However, at least in the first wave, this whole thing is going to be expanded. I know that. Why do I know that? It's because that's how you count leading diagonals. You take wave 1, or sorry. You take waves 1 through 3, okay? and the retracement of wave 4, so the low point of wave 4, and you target the minimum of the phi ratio, so 1,618. So at the end of the day, that would take Litecoin to this figure, okay? Is it going to go in this figure in Q1 2023? No, remember, because that's going to need to put in 5 waves. But this is going to be substantially longer than most other regular 5 waves in the market. Do you see what I mean? Like, don't be surprised if wave 1 is extended or wave 3 is extended. Do you see what I mean? Because you have to make up all of this ground. And as a businessman, I think this is a good bet because it's low risk, high reward. Low risk that I'm taking a coin that has a high market cap. It's been around for a while. I know it's not going to go to zero. You know, if I Jizz Inu might do a 10,000x, but like Jizz Inu might also go to 0. But Litecoin's going to be around. So I put my money in something like this, showing that it's going to go higher than most coins. So that is what I consider good, Milad. When I think of good, I think of risk reward. I don't just think of the reward, because you always want to practice good risk management. I hope that makes sense.
Only take a sec for the damage to begin. Wreaking havoc on eardrums. We cold getting dumb, getting crazy style. Late night, high division, we be moving with precision. With 10 spots popping off, making some decision about